Hello, everybody, and welcome to JV's Motivational Friday. I am very excited to be here with you, and honestly, I just want to first put out a huge shout out and thank you to everybody in the company. I value each and every one of you. We've had a few ups and downs here and there, but we learn and we make our adjustments as we go along. And so thank you to everybody, to the interpreters, to the finance team, to operations and scheduling and the conference team and the translation department. I mean, we are just rocking and rolling, and every single one of you are just doing a phenomenal job. So thank you. And of course, I can't forget the internship department. They are doing just some fantastic work. And I think right now we have a total of about 6 interns on our docket, and they're doing their work. So, hey, awesome for them. And we can definitely see some more local interpreters coming down the pipeline, which is great. So thank you, everybody. Secondly, I wanted to take a moment and talk a little bit about, this summer, typically, the summer times are pretty much a complete dip for us. We do well throughout the year. We're steady. And then we have this huge valley. And, summer for me, I've always kind of considered it like my personal Grand Canyon. We just completely drop on our requests and our work. When I first bought the company a few years ago, we were rocking and rolling. January through May was always a great time for us. And then the moment that June hits, man, we just absolutely tank in our requests. The schools are out. People in the community are out on vacation or doing what they do, and everybody kind of just mentally checks out, and they're out to play, and I get it. So with that being said, it's funny because other agencies and other interpreting companies experience dips in different parts of the year, and maybe they go up during the summer. And, back in the day when I was a whitewater rafting instructor, our season was the summertime. Obviously, we didn't have any work in the winter. So with that being said, I think it's kind of fascinating to see how our industry and where our peaks and our valleys are, so to speak. It kind of reminds me of a song. Oh, gosh, what is that song? Ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no valley low enough. Oh, gosh, what is it? Ain't no river wide enough. Anyway, so I'm off topic. But regardless, we have our valleys, and that's okay. And I think 2 years ago it was particularly bad, and last year as well. And then this year, we were doing okay. And I was kind of thinking to myself, like, what's going on here? What could be causing it? What's different this time? And after taking a look, it turns out that our relationships with Boostlingo and Language Link particularly has completely skyrocketed. They have so much work for us, and because of them, before they would decrease their work for us in the summertime over the last few years. Typically, that was kind of their time where they would say, hey, we don't need you guys as much these next few months, and, that's okay. We adjust where we can. But this year, that's just not the case. They need us. They want more. They need, more fulfilling of coverage. So with all that being said, we've been working hard on that. You guys have been working hard on that. And this valley has not been a Grand Canyon this year. It's been more of like a ravine, not too bad. It's still a little bit of a dip, but it's not bad. So awesome. And then I'm trying to think about something else here. The conference has been going great. I hope that everybody had a fantastic summer, hopefully. And, I guess I just finished reading this book here, Extreme Ownership. And, this book is just absolutely fascinating. It's about 2 Navy SEALs and kind of their experience during the Iraq War and their time over there. But really, it's more focused on what they learned about themselves and about leadership, actually. And, with that being said, one of the lines that really stuck with me and I just keep coming back to in there is that there's no such thing as a bad team. Or I guess in our case, a bad department, if we wanted to think about it that way in our context. And the rest of it is there's only bad leaders. So good leaders will own everything that they can. All of the successes and all of the failures really is going to point back to the leader and how they led their team. And did they own up to the failures and not point fingers, not blame shift towards other people or other departments. And so, with that being said, really, it's about taking accountability of what you do. And so that really, has been sticking with me. And I've been learning a lot about kind of the lay of the land of that and owning up to, the things that are coming my way as well. And so Trisha and Amanda and I are actually going to be having our executive meeting in about 3 weeks, where we really hash out how we can improve and what adjustments we can make company-wide. And so we kind of have our goals that we come up with at that time. So that'll be in 3 weeks. And so if you guys have anything you want to throw our way for that meeting, reach out to Trisha, reach out to Amanda, or really, I guess, reach out to your supervisor, and they will definitely take note of that for me and get that over to us, because the three of us really need to hash out those things. So if you have any thoughts, any things that you really wish was different, or, suggestions or things that have worked well, whatever, send those over to your supervisor. They will make note of that. I really encourage you to do that, and then we will try our best to come up with solutions and really get to the nitty-gritty of that, because we really want your guys' input. So send that our way, please, for me, Trisha, and Amanda, and we will work through that on how we can do better in this company. So, hey, that'll be in 3 weeks, and, from this video, so once you watch this, take some time, do you have any ideas? Do you have anything that you want us to talk about or bring to our attention? Tell your supervisor about that, okay? And I guess with that being said, I hope everybody is rocking and rolling for the summer, and I hope you're doing well, and schools are going to be starting up here for some of us, I think this week or next. So, hey, summer is coming to an end, but that means, as they say, winter is coming.